Absolutely. We conducted a disruptive live fire exercise unannounced surprise drill late last year. We launched that exercise with an email to the head of development for Expedia.ca saying, this is your annual drill, your office is now closed, access is denied, please activate your continuity plan and continue your operations in emergency mode. And they received that at night. We ran it overnight and throughout the rest of the business day and terminated at the close of the next day. There's a number of different solutions. We have VPN access into our corporate data center and into the live site, so we can prop code, we can do our merchandising, we can affect the live site itself, as well as do email and post our documents and generally run the business. We have multiple ways to do both, and we back up our Toronto office with another office close by, so there's PCs available in case they need them. And we also have command center setups with hotel partners where we can spin up an emergency work area and have people work from there. Technology challenges which you don't find unless you actually exercise disruptively by doing the real thing rather than just do a tabletop or review your plans. We found, for example, that there are applications that might work well from one VPN solution, but not necessarily another. So it's very important to test all of the things that need to get done as far as business process and test them redundantly. We found that there's always little technology gotchas in builds, configs, that kind of a thing when you are forced away from your normal PC and have to use a replacement PC. So making sure that the setup and the process for access and loading software, etc., is as automated and standardized as possible, minimizes those technology gotchas. And things like bandwidth, things like latency, you won't discover the gaps and challenges with things like bandwidth and latency from doing a tabletop. You discover them by actually forcing people out of an office and using those tools under stress. I mean, the reason we do these drills is to validate that we can run the office and that we can do our merchandising, our retailing, prop code if we have to, fix the site, that we can do all that under emergency conditions. So the answer is yes, we can. The answer to your specific question is there are always going to be some productivity hits in terms of spooling up an emergency work center and getting things right, but that's the price we pay, and that's the cost of resiliency that we expect. The material risk reduction that we accomplish just by having people thinking about the problem and going through the motions is worth the cost of the exercise itself many times over. Specific actions we've taken: we've made some changes to certain configurations that allow them to work more resiliently whether you're on the network or off. We've made some changes in practice to encourage developers and other people to post content to our to our office SharePoint sites instead of keeping them on their hard drives. So in case we suffer laptop casualty, those documents will survive. We validated our backups. We validated our means to recover central file shares and so forth. So we've done a number of measures as a result of the exercise to increase resiliency and reduce our impact up and down the technology line.